His ulti is really terrible against Master Kato Naga. He's never going to use it. Or he's going to use it, which is even worse, and then he dies during his ulti, which is what I think is a little bit scarier. Of course, if he just goes for
but he can go the shard.
Yeah, but okay, he can get the shard. That, granted, that is true. But you need to buy. You don't necessarily want to buy the shard most of the time, mainly because you don't want to. And you kind of use it. We've talked about this before, of course. T is kind of a better way, like get out of the fight kind of ulti, not a okay, we're starting the fight, blink in, pop ulti, go.
Prepare
no, it's
for
if
battle.
you blink in, pop ulti, it's immediately all my brew dead. It's get auras,
I
become
wonder
big, and survive.
I wonder if we can see a sort of different Brewmaster than ones we've seen. I wonder if we can see the Aghanim brew instead of the auras, or like you can go Aghanim's and then build the auras, because the Aghanim's,
though, because otherwise they have no way to survive on there. Like Storm,
the Aghanim's on brew
quick.
is amazing against units. So if mid one has the thing is, like, he needs some Midas to scale the much I want him to scale, because he would need Aghanim's and then the Greaves, then the Shard. Maybe.
30 seconds.
But the thing is,
we were talking about
ruling,
having
the little panda that you create gets one shot. That's my biggest problem. Like, yeah, you gets rid of the illusions, summons more illusions, or the Beastmaster comes in and you can't one shot those illusions, and it gets killed and you have a cooldown on it for what, 70 seconds? Yeah, 70 seconds cooldown. And we've seen how fast those freaking Brewlings die.
The mid one is doing the mid one. Look at his items.
Oh no, actually a friend of mine did this as well. Laurel is going to get first blooded, so they'll take that one.
It's beginning.
Everywhere.
SMG, they will do it. Trust it, DK is a terrible hero.
Okay.
We want to see DK losing. It's too boring.
I know it's boring, but it still has a 50% win rate. I mean,
do you want to see a boring hero win?
So
How much do you love the Dota game?
I love OD. No one picks my boy OD.
And if DK is troll, you can pick OD. Yeah, maybe. I can see that argument, but yeah, maybe.
I mean, I don't think, like, you're focusing on, yeah, the DK is not going to do great, but it's like you've got Yatoro on the Naga, you've got Collapse on the Beastmaster. They're very comfortable with those heroes as well. Laurel doesn't have, like, all he has to do is blink, stun, maybe get a Heaven's Halberd this game. They probably get a Heaven's Halberd this game, and then you're Gucci.
Yeah, I just feel this three that are not really three cores, right? Like two scaling cores and one aura builder. DK is not a scaling core and he's not an aura builder. He has like the stats to be aura builder, to be the tanky hero, but he's not the tanky hero. He doesn't buy auras. And in order to scale, this hero needs to have a really nice game. He needs to have this Aghanim's BKB Manta. You need so many items to be useful that by the time you're useful, the Brewmaster can solo this game.
I believe that Miro will be able to get the auras together with Collapse. I'm actually wondering what Collapse is going to go for, because he's queued up that he wants the Helm of Iron Will, which normally would be Helm of the Dominator instead. Actually, you can use it for the Crimson Guard as well, and considering you're laning against the TA, it does make a lot of sense. Have that one first.
The Vino is doing a great job at this lane. It's interacting well against the... Okay, just jinx it.
Keeping them off of Chidori, but he might just die. Four comes in. Well, that's it. Okay, he does die. So he did a pretty decent job to a degree, and then he got smacked.
I was like, okay, soaking up a lot. Then I used that damage. You're getting stacks of axes. You're getting slowed. I don't think he needed to do that trade. But yeah, mid one gets a kill in exchange top, and that's not first blood, so it's an even trade on lanes, right? TA having a good farm, Brill having good farm, Storm having amazing farm. 5 denies against a DK. Not so sure it's what I would expect. Usually DK at least gets creeps. The Rubik being chased.
Folks are spamming a lot with the Claves of Wisdom. I guess that's the best tool to try and push them out of the lane currently. They don't really like spamming the spells that much. You do have to be a bit careful because Cinder Brew, Thunderclap combination is very nasty.
Oh, TA has no refractions.
He
has a stick, but oh, refractions are just back. Can he kill the Quaddle?
No, is gonna die. Collapse, gets rid of the refraction charges, and with, of course, the stacks, we'll be able to find the kill. Looking for the Venomancer next.
And he denied. Yeah, that's a terrible trade.
Oh,
yeah.
What? Afu might kill Collapse here. Doesn't have any oh, actually, he just got mana for the Wild Axes. So, Afu is going to still die, but in response, Dory should find the Collapse kill at the very least. Make sure that he gets the Melt-Hit Strike, and we'll get some money in exchange. Mid is actually looking pretty decent for the Storm here. Granted, it's a Storm versus DK. Yeah,
it's interesting to see the lane again, because last time we had a Beastmaster caught against TA, and I told, yeah, I believe TA is gonna have some trouble, and TA had 7 kills in 3 minutes, and I felt really stupid. And now you can see TA kind of has troubles against this lane still, because Beastmaster is just so strong. It's just kind of like, I'd say Collapse is doing a better job on the Beastmaster than Mid One did on the match we watched.
I think in the last time, didn't they have like a...
They had a CM.
Oh, CM, yeah, so he didn't go for the boars. And that's the big difference here, because that's the only real way to clear up the refraction charges quickly, is just use the boars. Because they just tap away the refraction charges, and then you can hit them with the Wild Axis Illuminate Blast spam.
Yeah, but it's safe that, you know, actually can kill the boars. The boars are really weak level 1. Really, really weak.
Oh, they're level 2 now, but yeah.
All for naught.
Top side,
Sven
Mapoche
was dying.
again. Mid one's got
Mid one already.
He's not gonna die. That lane's like, he cannot die.
2 kills. Yeah, Naga is having trouble.
It's a nice.
See, I'm not the fake hyper on the Brill. It definitely looks like an amazing Brill game.
I think Brew in this patch in general looks... I think it's a super good hero, especially with the amount of tanking we've seen it do, where they throw like everyone and the grandma on top of the Brew. He loses about 50% HP, pops his ulti, and then the fight resets with no one having any ultis in that.
What
Yeah, he doesn't have any way to deal with all this spam. Now Mira's got some Urn of Shadow charges as well, which makes things scary for Chidori.
Chidori. No refraction for a while.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
burned up.
attack.
Running to the gate.
Force getting rid of it. Chidori on the run, but be able to
Mid lane.
get back underneath the station towards mid. Lol, Elder Dragon form used. Can't just go for the straight TP because they just use all their stun spells.
Dire's middle tower is under
It's not
attack.
the end in the world. Mira will at least get some farm
Radiant
here
structures are
or
fortified.
try to get some farm. Nice fortification. Make sure that the creeps stay alive with as much damage as possible. Maybe we can get the kill on Mira here.
For SMG.
Going in onto the Coddle. And then support coming through. DK is too far away, and they find Mira. Just TP towards mid, so this is not looking too shabby for SMG with their early rotation.
Yeah, mid one with the Vanguard. He's not gonna die top. That means the Rubik can just sit mid. Lar gets the stun.
Was a collapse as a roar. Gets the catch onto Moon, but does they have the damage? Maposhka did not hit the Arcane Curse onto Moon, so they lack a pretty important dot for a kill attempt.
Yeah. TA back to farm. It's good. Some space for the TA. Mid one has a massive wave. Naga recovering the game. It's a Naga, right? You just go jungle. Brill cannot interact there, so he's gonna just farm.
And mid one's not gonna leave that top lane for a while. He's gonna get himself Crimson Guard pipe, and then
Dire are
maybe
scanning.
consider helping out his teammates. Maybe add a Radiance on top, because why not?
8-minute rune. That's extremely important for the storm. We see Veno and Rubik
They're
connecting.
gonna go on to Laurel. They do have nasty dots. Keep that available in case Laurel wants to go for the TP out. And it's a rune bottom in his rune. Laurel should die. No TP is coming in to help him. I say should die, but they're actually running out of mana. Laurel is very tanky.
Will they
Lift
deny
up, drag
him?
back.
That's the question.
Deny
Radiant's
Mira.
bottom tower
Right click.
is under
It's
attack.
going to be a Justin from Polisol, and then Moon will be able to refill his bottle.
Let's see if Mira can deny. No. A bit lack of discipline, I'd say, on the DK. It's 8-minute mark and just standing on the enemy high ground. It's pretty expected to see the supports there doing the rotation to guarantee the rune for Storm. They guarantee the rune and get a kill on the DK. It's one more dragon form that's used that the tower gets away without being chopped. So pretty decent for the Storm so far.
One actually wants to go guarding.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Invisibility.
Couldn't. I guess Apple is very. He's going for Pavers.
Stupendous.
He's going for mana boots. I guess the supports are gonna be a very long time until they get any big supportive tools.
I'm just
Like
afraid for
Max.
SMG that they do have this good game going on the mid lane, but the side lanes, Beastmaster is just out farming the TA, and Beastmaster is gonna have all the stacks on the Ancients. So this TA Beastmaster interaction not working so well for the TA. Although Storm having this great game, he needs to start getting kills on the side lanes.
Laps is actually not building auras. Instead, he is going for the Aghanim Scepter, the drums.
Dire's top tower
Slom.
is under attack.
That will be
Dire's
pretty nice. I saw a
structures
clip.
are fortified.
I think it was. I saw it yesterday or 2 days ago. Of the Ace where Beastmaster just did not die with his ult. With the Aghanim
Yeah.
Scepter. Moon.
Because it's based, if it's still not changed, it's based on the damage dealt. And
with all illusions.
illusions
that was-
take
Dire's
300
top tower
damage,
has
and it
fallen.
kind of illusions takes 300 damage, and it's based on the actual damage you do.
Yeah.
It's actually
It
something
was
that
really funny to watch, though.
yeah, I can tell now. My team was actually practicing the Beastmaster mid with Aghanins, but on the previous patch you needed to do the Aghanins plus a BKB to not get cancelled, so it was not that good. And we were keen on picking the hero of the enemy team
not again,
mid lane, the jump. Wow.
Okay, in trouble. Miposhka's here as well. But the big fat shield from Moon. It does help that new shield room in this patch is kind of
Mid
insane
one.
how much damage it
Has
does in the
ultimate, doesn't really want to pop.
Dire's middle
I
tower
like.
is under attack.
patch.
Early
Sucks.
collision mid. You take the tower from the DK behind all
Dire's
cores.
middle tower
Am
has
I
fallen.
right to be on the hate train with this DK hero? It's the last pick hero.
I mean, to be fair, they last pick the Timbers all last game and it went horribly wrong as well.
Yeah, but that's not an argument saying that Timber was also
Radiant's
terrible.
top
You should
tower
make
is under attack.
good use of it, especially if you're
My
in
argument
Spirit.
is that they put a hero in mid that hopefully would survive as best as he could because he got ganked like 4 times in a row.
Yeah, but you literally had one job, your DK. You should keep your tower and take the enemy tower. And this hero's not even doing that.
I mean, if there's like 3
Radiant's
enemy
top
heroes in
tower
mid the
is
entire
under
time because
attack.
his side lanes aren't winning as like Rumasu's solo, then it's really hard to play if it's a 3-on-1, no matter what hero you pick.
Yeah,
I will
but then
defend
I'd
my
say
DK
like,
Laurel.
you could go the Koto mid, you keep your tower alive, you don't feed kills, and you keep scaling. This DK has a lot of trouble scaling. He goes Midas, I think it's fine. Haste.
He has ace room. Fine, especially with Polson and Apple again, rotating through the harass Laurel, lift him back. There comes the ulti as well, and zapped down. Never mind, DK's garbage.
Go for
Horrible
Mirka.
hero. You were completely right.
Yeah. Gate bottom. Get the kill. Together with Beastmaster.
Death was a secret.
Mid one, no ultimate popped, so they're afraid to target team. Mid one is properly playing the beast, the real master hero.
Yeah, he knows.
Which we didn't
It's
get a
only
chance
get
to
out
see
safe.
beforehand. This guy is good. At least on like
Dire's
knowing the
bottom
concept
tower
of the
is
hero.
under
I
attack.
love it. I really love it.
Just never use your ulti. It sucks. It's that
Yeah.
simple.
Yeah,
The
don't
rest of the
like
hero
press
is
R
amazing.
when you're gonna
His
die.
ulti just sucks.
Yeah, R is like you have reincarnation, but you need to press. So you need to be on time. Pressing, you're gonna die. They get the auto kill. Although I'm just looking at the bright side for SMG, Naga is still farming and farming. Team Spirit, they definitely have the tools to come back at this. This master will go for...
Radiant's bottom
Yeah,
tower
I
is
believe the
under
Aghanis
attack.
is... Oh no, 500 gold from the Aghanis. So Team Spirit is about to hit some good timings. Manta on Naga. Now is the time that SMG should be prepared to take that 5-man team fight. And not like die on the storm and then you have 4 heroes connecting. Now is the time to not do the SMG.
They're looking pretty solid at the moment. Mid one's close to finishing up Guardian Greaves. He is very tanky.
Dire's
Has
bottom
a get
tower
out of
is
Jill's
under attack.
streak card. Does have to be a bit careful though, in case he gets silenced or roared right before that moment. And the big fight ensues. They're trying to get themselves the experience stolen here. We don't get it. Gets pushed back. They're actually going to get double slowed down by Apu. That is yeah, they lose the wisdom rune. But that's a painful double kill
Radiant's
coming
top tower
through
is under
for
attack.
SMG there. Did steal the
Dire's bottom
wisdom
tower
rune on the other
has
side of
fallen.
the map at the very least on Naga.
It's
So
a good
Yasuo
run,
be okay.
but definitely not worth 2 deaths. And the Storm also gets the DD. I say that's pretty important for them to use momentum now.
Radiant's top
They have
tower is
Bezo
under
on
attack.
TA,
Dire's structures
Mechanism
are
on
falling.
Drill,
Radiant's
collapse.
top tower is falling.
Drag back, throws out the roar, doesn't have his yet. Does drum up a massive defense. There is the noxious plague being spread all over the enemies. Who's going there for a fight onto Mapochka on the other side of the map, pretty much? While they're chasing in after the mid one, Brewmaster still has himself the Blue Split available and the Guardian Greaves and the Healing Lotus. This Brewmaster's never gonna die. Moon is very confident
Dire's
in his
bottom
dives as
tower
well.
is
5k
under
net worth
attack.
lead. You're gonna need Jethro to join soon.
Dire's bottom tower
Yeah.
has fallen.
but can he? Let's say Manta helps you farm still. The defense, like Manta helps you farm, Diffuser helps you fight, and
Dire's
Taras
bottom
helps you
tower is under
front line. The thing is, DK is not being able to front line, so he needs Taras to be able to take the fights, because DK is not front lining
Radiant
for him
structures are
right now.
fortified.
And actually, he doesn't have Diffuser
Dire's
yet, so he
bottom
doesn't do the
tower is
damage.
under attack.
He's still on farming mode. Jump into Mira.
Mira gets taken down. This is the advantage of having the traps all over the place. You can spot players hiding in trees and what
Dire's
they're
bottom
planning
tower
to do.
has fallen.
No blink idea from Moon's getting real aggressive. Go too aggressive,
Ultimate
but
pup.
Carl is still going to get smacked down. And Bruce Blitz, for the first time this game, does get used.
Naga
In the
is
meantime,
cutting waves.
Yatoro cut the
Dire's
creep
bottom
wave, so this is
barracks are
actually
under
very
attack.
big.
Yeah. When do you see SMG taking a tier 3 tower against TI winners? Mid 1
Right here
507 on the Brill.
That's when you
Dire's
Now I
turret
wanna
has been
hear from
killed.
you. I wanna hear from everyone. Was I biased towards SMG when I told they could have the win here?
I know you
I
want the
thought
shoulder,
Brio
you
was
want
good.
the tap on the shoulder,
It-
you did good, you did good.
Was it bias? Oh, how can Brill be that good? How can
It's not
DK
over
be
yet.
that
SMG
bad?
has gotten advantages.
Storm
out
top,
the window
no mana.
before.
Zap. Okay, has mana. Pops the Lotuses. Naga used
Song.
Song. That means it's the opening to go Roche on the TA. I assume SMG will use this opening. They're really on a good synergy, I'd say, this game. So yeah,
I really like.
they're actually
especially
running.
Afu.
They're actually running from the Roche area and going high ground. I'm feeling.
He's actually walking towards it. He does have a good blade now. So, does take some extra damage. Taking a lot of damage. He doesn't have
But you
gold.
don't tank. You don't have Tarask.
Okay, yeah, no Tarask, no chance.
You have the
Bye-bye.
fighting item, but you don't have the
Dire's
tank
bottom
item. You need
barracks are
someone
under
to soak the
attack.
damage for you. You cannot full line like this, and that seems like a lane of attack being taken 17 minutes in from SMG.
I'm very confused there. Like, did he expect Veno to not have anyone behind him?
Radiant's
I don't
middle
know.
tower is
Storm,
under
mid,
attack.
jumping to Lar. Lar pops the ultimate.
Dire's bottom
Just to
barracks has
keep
fallen.
alive, I'd assume. TA instantly connects. Collapse though, getting the creep wave
Radiant's top
towards
tower is
the
under attack.
tower on the top lane. 18-minute rune. Would love
Nice
to see the
stats.
team
Can you steal?
connecting.
Yeah, this is looking pretty rough for the side of Spirit. Of course, SMG needs to win this. One of their direct opponents, Talon, did win their first game
Arcane.
against Shopify as
Dire's
well.
middle
So
tower is under attack.
On Star.
you want live on for the playoffs. They need to make this win happen, and
Dire's
I
middle
think they have to
tower has
win like
fallen.
2-0 probably against Tundra tomorrow. And then still
Dire's
hope
middle tower
to
is
God
under
that
attack.
the other teams
Radiant's
up a
top
little bit.
tower is under attack.
So enemy has
Dire's
glyph.
structures
I'd say
are
they need to
fortified.
protect the next wave. Or do they? Oh, they have a wave bottom, so they're fine. They're actually fine.
He's gonna get
Yeah.
dragged back. Global silence gets used.
Has
Mayweather gets
Greaves.
blown up. This time can't pop his ulti in time. Did have Greaves and his Crimson Guard. Didn't use them. Now they're gonna go for the two heroes on the back, and Moon gets rooted up thanks to the new patch change. For a while now, Moon gets blown to smithereens. If Yatoro gets on top of you, it does get pretty scary regardless. Looking for Polosum next. The Rubik is gonna go for the two jump. Does he get himself out of there? Yes, he barely gets away. And that is a very big double kill, which also grants them a lot of net worth. This game is not over just yet.
Is it SMG doing the SMG? I'd say
Was anyone missing?
they were Riley with confidence, but just going high ground against 5 heroes
Dire's courier has
while
been
don't have
killed.
Aegis and Roches up. When they got the kill on Naga, I'd say it's yeah, pretty decent that you go, but the 5 heroes were alive. I'm wondering why they're not doing Roche. Bar initiated bottom.
Oh no! DK's tanky, they said.
161 on the DK. Rubik and Veno about to reach him. Storm top. He turns into collapse. Team is connecting.
Does a pipe as well. Can he survive long enough? Actually, the drums come into play. Gets the kill onto Moon. Mana drained onto Chidori. And it's a bait all along. Oh my god, Team Spirit, they're coming. Slowly crawling their way back into the game. And once Yatoro gets that heart, it gets tough.
That's
Radiant's
the
top
thing of
tower
not
is
being
under
on the same
attack.
page. They go on Storm, Storm survives, and it's like, I'm actually going back on this beast. And then TA, okay, I'm joining you. And then the two supports are like, yeah, I'm just gonna hang around here on the mid lane.
Also, those drums are
This-
kind of insane. Like
Lack
that damage
of
and healing was kind
discipline.
of ridiculous.
I'd say they still can have a great game here as SMG, but they need to go rogue. Mira,
Gonna go for Mira. He's gonna get taken down. Benno gets the kill. He has a pipe on. So Afu went for the pipe.
Radiant's top tower
So mid
is
one
under
is now
attack.
going for Radiance, which of course the evasion's always nice.
yeah,
Use the might.
it's an alright item when you think about it, because
I think I would have rather probably seen the Brewmaster with the pipe as well, and then the axe. Because I think the axe is so
silence use, Storm,
used. Yatoro
Gets alive.
The siren. He's gonna take
Yatoro.
you out.
peace.
Olson almost got in range for the spell steal.
Naga will have heart and 200 gold.
DK got.
I respected the team of like, we have trouble pushing waves and we have the wave, so let's go high ground. But I still believe they should go Roche.
Chidori. This time,
Radiant
the
are scanning.
Brewmaster should not stand completely far forward, away from the rest of his team. Mid one did show that he can definitely die if they stun lock him, because Naga does have, like, Naga does a lot of damage with the
Has
diffusal.
dagger. Finally, the 22-minute in has dagger. They smoke. There's a DD rune.
Well, Lol's had Blink Dagger for a while.
They're gonna scout, I believe, with the courier. No, they no cares.
There is no song, there
what'd
is
I
no
miss?
global silence. Team Spirit does need to be
Yes.
careful if they take a fight.
Storm. There's a DD. Leave.
they're gonna try and steal a Tormentor, maybe.
Well, is a shard better than Aegis?
Yes.
Really? Okay.
I think so. Especially if you start. I guess now that
Okay.
Roche gives you all the Watchers, I have probably Roche.
You have extra gold
for Rubik is pretty fun.
Man, with the gold you get from Roche,
Radiant's
a
middle
shard.
tower
Like I
is
know
under
it's
attack.
split by the team, but like it's almost worth a shard on gold. You have XP, you have a
This
second
patch?
life for the hero you want
No
to
one's
go.
gonna buy it back. Come on.
Radiant's middle tower
Just wait
is
until the
falling.
game lasts long enough to get a free one.
It's just
It's the
Naga
same
use
syndrome
song.
as they had in the previous patch, where they were like an Ursa, never buy shard because he gets it for free from Roche.
130 seconds ago, we've seen Naga using
Radiant's middle
song.
tower is under attack.
Now 5 seconds to go back, so 2 minutes, 5 seconds.
go.
SMG enters
Giant's
the
top
pit.
tower is under attack.
Sing the song all night long.
Radiant's middle tower is
Cardo
under
coming in
attack.
as well. Roche half HP. They find Collapse. That's a big kill. Collapse is gonna get chopped up. No war for the fight. Pipe is gone as well. Mira gets
Radiant's
slowed down.
bottom
They need
tower
to
is
disengage.
under attack.
Looking for me?
And, they should be able to get out at least, but that is gonna give them Roche.
Yeah, that's a Roche. Unless you have to want to do the crazy thing. Nah, they won't be in time. They just maybe try to stay with the song. Crazy.
I mean, if he dies right there, forces you to buy back, then they have win condition. Because even with the Aegis, it's not like you're completely safe. Naga
Okay,
now
so-
has his heart, he songs, gets on the supports on the back line, one-shots them.
They again go for the decision of having Aegis on the hero that does not hit tower. They have Aegis on the hero that jumps. So I would hope that they play according to it, which means they don't want to just go high ground. They want to get a jump outside the base. Make sure Team Spirit's not farming. Yeah, and when you get the jump, then you go high ground. Like you get a jump outside of the base, like Storm playing crazy, but probably outside the base, and then you join the base. Because last time they did this, and then they just had like a Luna hitting the tower without Aegis. That felt...
Yeah, that was honestly the reason they lost the game. If they had the Aegis Luna, then they would have won it 100%.
We've seen like all the SMG arcs here, and we have the Bane.
Get jumped in mid. Global silence used. He does have the
it's
creeps
already
to get rid of the
global.
Silence.
Not the
He's going
usual.
for the split. I think a little bit soon for the split, but the song in response gets stolen by Bolson. They're all gonna start sleeping. Snooze fest in play. And now the fight will ensue. The low salty Zeus Law's just gonna get blown up pretty quickly. Chidori does a lot of damage. Jumper needs to get himself back. His teammates, his illusions all get blown up, but the Brew ulti is over. Zip onto Mirage. Global silence was stolen, by the way, by
Yeah,
that is
still.
really not supposed to happen after a song. All of a sudden he's gonna get stunned up. Regardless, double battle gonna start Team Spirit. Can they get enough damage? They're dropping low. Moon needs to dip out. Still has the Aegis at the ready at the very least, but Yatra's lost no HP here, no mana. This Naga is ready to continue every fight that you want to go through. No, you can't one-shot the illusions as easily. Focus down moves, shut him down. Chidori needs to run away, so does mid one. They stole Song, they stole Global Silence, and still the fight gets very scary.
Yeah, they were fighting really well. They did the right thing. They got 2 kills in front of the base, not inside of the base, so they didn't need to jump any tier 4s, anything crazy. Everything was perfect. But then Team Spirit buys back on 2 heroes, and they continue the chase.
Oh no, Chidori, that's a huge
The
kill.
drain's over.
936 gold for Yatra. Oh, that's his butterfly done. You thought you could kill him previously. Now he's got evasion on top of it. They're not going to kill this Naga. Like, they maybe with the Aghanim Scepter done on Moon, which is getting slightly closer, but that fight they were severely lacking in damage on Yatra.
I'd say they can
Radiant's
still kill.
bottom tower
They
has
definitely
fallen.
can still kill. They were just like skipping Naga and killing the other heroes. That's the right thing to do. Just then with 2 buybacks and they use all the spells, then the team fight was kind of done. But I believe they can kill. Yes, with the Venom. Venom does so much
Radiant's
damage.
bottom tower is under attack.
And Go for Agdo. Lol, if he dies, would be a dieback. Doesn't really care that much because he's been having a rough game. Yatoro charging forward. There is a stun onto the Storm, but Yatoro is already disengaged. Gets lifted up by the Bruce Split. Here comes the drop. Collapse. Global Signs gets used. The Storm cannot get himself out of there. Moon is dropping low. Zips back. But so many dots on him. The Song of the Siren from Yatoro on top of Moon he goes. Looking for more. Chidori actually blinks onto Collapse to finish him off. Now it's going to be 2 kills for SMG. But there is no Blue Split to one-shot these illusions.
Yeah, I'd say they need to retreat. Still 2 for 1. Should be nice.
But Yatoro is ready to bait them.
Now I think there's not enough damage for the Naga.
Nice one. Especially if they drop it in time. The first should be top of the story. It's a big one here. He's going to get control by Yatoro. Naga is the leading filter to TA. TP back by Maposhka. Yeah, they just got hard baited in by Spirit. Like, Yatoro 1v1 me anytime, any day of the week. Look at that net worth. 22k on Yatoro. Going for the Radiant Tormentor possibly. They didn't even pick up their own
Radiant's
Tormentor on
top tower
SMG yet.
is under attack.
Yeah. Decision making wise,
Okay,
I don't know why they re-engaged there. Yeah. Feels like Team Spirit, they know all the limits of their heroes. They know which heroes they can kill. They know how to take a team fight. And SMG is in this mode like, we should be strong. Let's keep going at them. They used all the spells, got a 2-for-1 trade, and then they go back. There's a Naga with Tarask. If you don't have your spells, Naga will just man fight all your team. Maybe the idea of going to the Silencer, they want to get the Silencer and just run back, but you cannot run against the Naga.
Yeah, he's going for the Bloodthorn, and then afterwards the good old classic, the new Disperser. I love that item. Not to play against because it's horrible, because most of the time Slarks have it. And constantly keep dispels happening.
And it's great against
But,
the Venom.
It's also
not with the
it's
shard
great
now.
and also bad, because if he throws latent toxicity on you, you stun you.
Yeah, he
So,
just got the shard.
yeah, so it's a bit scary against Fenno. But I really want to see Fenno get Axe, because Poison Nova is so good. Passive Poison Nova is value.
It was bad for mid one. It really stopped scaling. Maybe a Midas would have paid off instead of this Radiance. He's been trying to farm the Radiance for maybe 10 minutes.
Radiant's
No
middle
more.
tower is under attack.
Finally gets it. Let's see if it pays off. Let's see a team fight
Dire's
with the
top
Radiance.
tower is under attack.
Naga has Orchid. We'll go for the Bloodthorn. Then will not be so effective to have the
Radiant
Radiance.
structures are fortified.
Collapse has got the
Dire's
Heaven's Halberd
top
now
tower
as well,
is
so
under attack.
this arm is available
Dire's
against the TA.
structures are
Does have a
fortified.
BKB, but it's down to 7 seconds. Let's see, Laurel, he's close to his own BKB.
Radiant's
They're gonna go in
tower
onto
is
Laurel, but
under
gets the
attack.
blink out. He's came through just yet. Nice AoE drag by Moon. This is gonna be more than enough. Song of the Siren by Yatoro keeps them all at bay. Bolson's trying to possibly get the spell steal, but the rest of the team's lineup are being slowed by latent dot. Blow up Mira. Yatoro's gonna get dragged back by Moon again. The focus is on the Collapse. He's got the war at the ready, but Bruce Split comes out. Global Silence gets used. Moon is gonna get nuked down by Yatoro. Like, they can
Collapse,
hold him in
50 health.
position, but this Naga just doesn't get harassed whatsoever.
And Collapse runs with 50 health.
And
Bit
the Bruce
crazy.
ends. Mid one's going back in. Now they don't have the Bruce Split to clear the illusion, so Yatoro can go. Laurel might be in a little bit more of a pickle. Yatoro just picking away at his targets. Does have a small swap direction. He's like 1-4 at the moment. Raboshka is nearby with a couple of spells, but Yatoro is even going to go for the straight TP out of there. And when in doubt, just TP, still a thing.
Dire's top tower is under
Yeah.
attack.
No lockdowns on the side of SMG. It's a really good fight. You see, if
Dire's
Venom
top
pops the
tower has
ulti,
fallen.
they actually win the fight because Naga has to ulti to just run away. So the team fight on SMG is massive. The jump of Storm on Naga beats sus. I'd say like your entire team's going to the Beastmaster and you jump the hero that's gonna burn your mana and not like you don't need to control Naga. Naga already used the song, so Naga will not be able to save the Beastmaster. Just go on the same target. Still really good for SMG. But better team fighting, they could have team wipe, I'd say.
Laurel
For Team
still doesn't
Spirit-
have his BKB. That
Yeah.
should help him at least to survive a bit longer in the fight.
For Team Spirit, Yatoro can still definitely carry this, because the Blue Thorn will be an amazing timing to counter this Radiance. Disperser also will feel really good. So now is the timing, they have the Blood Thorn. They have Song in a Roche fight, that's amazing. Maybe they use Song as an initiation and
Laurel
kill the Venom.
forward first. He's gonna get jumped to kill.
They find Venom.
Gets the stun onto Venom. Fireball gets stolen. Leads back towards his team. Song of the Siren comes out. I guess they're just gonna back off on the side of Team Spirit. There is another Tormentor to be picked up. Spirit, if they so pleased to walk back and secure it.
It's interesting that everyone's the Roche era, but it's a long respawn Roche. He's gonna be Radiant and soon he's gonna go Dire.
Yeah, he's
So-
gonna be Radiant for about 20 seconds. Then he's gonna
Yeah,
get
they're fighting for an area that's gonna kind of be worthless.
welcome to the new patch. Use the Guardian Beams, but I think, yeah, there is a load sword available on Polison as well, so they have a way.
Oh, mana. This can be good for Team Spirit. They need to kill
Radiant's
Venom to
top
have a
tower is under
fight, but
attack.
if Venom has no mana, he cannot pop the ulti. I'm surprised he didn't bring any mangoes.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
GAMETAKBACOT tower top gets picked up by Team Spirit. They're going all the way around. You also want to one shot. Great catch there from Mark. The 5-2, one kill. Glove gets a ward off just in the nick of time. Double buyback coming out from Team Spirit. The rest of the team needs to pair and disengage. Outdoor doesn't have the slam. He has ended, so he's an easy target. Collapse is going to be a third one down. And a huge catch coming through. Song of the Siren from Yatoro coming out a little bit late.
the Bruling.
But the Bruling
Match
doesn't
from
care.
Moon.
He can throw out the rock. He
Cannot
actually catches the wrong one, but Yatoro is in a world of hurt here. Or is he? Let's get a
Can he
lot of
kill
damage
him?
onto
No.
Moon. He's still very tanky. Does need a bit of backup. In comes Mira. Not have to blame like to keep his enemies at bay for a bit longer and make the will possibly finally get taken down. Yes, indeed, they finally kill off the Naga once the entirety of Team Spirit has fallen.
Fear in your eyes.
SMG Doubters. Brewmaster Doubters.
I think Brumas is a great hero. I just didn't expect the DK to actually do nothing.
And they don't even need to
Dire's
go
middle tower
Roche,
is under
because
attack.
I would assume they would be like, hey, let's force Naga buyback, but Naga has no buyback.
Dire's middle
So
tower
they
has
should be
fallen.
able to claim one set of frags
Dire's
and
middle
reposition
barracks
for
are
next
under
Roche.
attack.
Venom didn't pop the ulti during the entire fight because had no mana.
Yeah, it was a great catch. They
Dire's
found
middle
the two
barracks
supports
has
and
fallen.
collapse and like instantly lost
Dire's
almost
middle
all their
barracks
HP.
has
This
fallen.
time they didn't go for the Naga jump.
Dire's
They
top
went for
tower
the
is
supports
under
plus
attack.
collapse because they know the first three important targets are to kill at the start.
Dire's
Epic.
structures
Say now
are
you retreat
fallen.
with this glyph. Say like you retreat and Roche.
Dire's top
Naga
tower
will be
is
back.
under attack.
Yeah, they're pinging Roche. I like it. Okay. They tried to TP bottom and then use the gate and then cancel because probably someone said, yeah, just take this path. Let's go all together.
Walk, you know?
Yeah.
Don't have to do fancy stuff.
Spirit. Will they be able to contest? They're grouping up. There's
have
a smoke
Song.
on Miroshka. They have Song. There's BKB on TA. Will he just like keep hitting Roche and BKB to
I mean, if
guarantee?
he pops BKB, that could be scary because then you'd be like the odd one out and Naga could surround him and kill him.
Yeah,
So
I think they need to take the fight.
Radiant
I
are
would assume. They use the scan pops. They stop hitting Roche. Venom placing the Plague Wards, some good vision. Naga, way better vision. And Venom will eventually run out of mana. The trap's really good for the vision to find the jump. Smoke
Doesn't have
pop.
the shard yet on TA though, for the extra vision. Traps. could be a nice one if he can get it free from the tormented. They're actually...
Let's see,
You know exactly where
Naga.
the Naga is. Mid one is looking for, again, the support spots out Mira. That's a nice gadget. Down. Largest on to mid one, but there is Moon again. At the ready, Mira is dead. No buyback available on
Dire's
the
courier has been
Coddle.
killed.
And Yatra with the Song of the Siren, they're just going to try and disengage. The roar gets thrown out. Collapse going to get the TP going. Nope, because there is mid one. Lifts him up with the tornado. Collapse controlled up, and that is a double kill. Both no buybacks available. 250 gold away for the Collapse and into the pit below.
Inches for SMG. I'd say now it's time to have the Aegis on TA, G's on Storm. Naga probably needs to cut some waves. Yeah, he's staying in the try so he
Dire's middle
can
tower is under attack.
kill the mid lane and send Illusion stop it.
Oh, even as an illusion roll. Come on. If there's anything that shows you that you
Yeah, but they have a catapult wave. Tom. I would say they... Okay, Storm has the greater healing Lotus. Does he want to go for that graded? Because he keeping the cheese on the backpack. There's
Dire's
no
top
glitch.
tower is under attack.
I mean, they will have one. No, they won't have one. There's no
Radiant's
glitch.
middle tower is under attack. Radiant's courier has been killed.
they defend this. They
Dire's
have
top
no
barracks
global
are under
silence.
attack.
They have Song in 10 seconds. They have Laurel. Very sad to
Dire's top barracks
but
has
okay,
fallen.
Megas is going to be secure here for SMG.
Dire's top
They,
barracks.
they have a lot if they can defend against Megas because they have Naga.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Jump
attack.
up the
Radiant's
solo
middle
board,
tower.
jump onto Collapse. Song in response though. Lara pops his BKB maybe a little bit too preemptively there because his entire BKB. But the BKB the target instead takes a heal down. In comes the Bruce Split, gets rid of the illusions instantaneously. Apu hasn't even died on the Veno. Target. Collapse drums up a little bit of extra damage.
DK buyback.
Actually, Collapse is doing a lot of damage with the drums, forcing them back. In comes the jump off the move. Looking so keeping him alive for a bit longer. But they're focusing their targets.
Still has the cheese.
Laurel, that buyback. Jump on Moon. Does have the cheese at the ready. Chidori is trying to man fight. Global Silence gets used. Can they get the kill here onto mid one now that he doesn't have the split at the ready? They're going to focus on to mid one. It seems. No, back to Chidori they go. No BKB available. Sorry, no invade for Chidori. Backline jump comes out from Moon. Mira trying to
Dire's
disengage.
middle
Moon still
tower
has
is
another
under
zip
attack.
available, but currently Naga is only defended by Collapse. He got the Chidori's first life. Collapse slowly chipping away. Disarm the TA. Great tackle again from Moon. Great AoE electric board
That.
and now that
Control.
doesn't have this gonna die. Where's the rest of the team? They're all
Insta buyback.
on the
Shoot
high
more
ground.
buybacks.
The entire
SMG
team spirit has
has
bought
to
back
retreat.
now. All
Dire's
of them
middle
have a
tower
cooldown.
has fallen.
Quite dangerous move for SMG because they just got the Megas. I'd say you just wait till all the Megas meet the lanes. You force the enemy into their tower. You get the rooms to do the safe thing. But yeah, they got 2 kills and now they get to do the safe thing. Yeah, it's a lot on Yatoro. What can he do? Cutting waves, keeping them away of the base. Power 111 on the DK. That's explain. Oh my DK hate, Mr. DK. Human.
Dude, it's in my
Sorry.
name. How can I? Nah, DK is a boring hero. I don't think it's necessarily as bad. I just think he's had a really terrible game. Yeah. Like his last item he built is Hand of Midas. That says enough about his game.
Stupendous!
And even with Midas, he's like toe-to-toe with the Veno, the position 5 network before behind Rubik.
Just get Ags, because more splash damage. What's Milswin gonna do?
Which hero? The DK. Maybe he just want like to tank damage and do the damage back when he has Mjolnir later. Ah, no. He just got Magus. You need to do with the Magus.
Yeah, but that's
the best way to do it with
Black
Magus.
Dragon. Yeah, he's going Ags because you get a bigger, like your splash damage does 50%. What? 50% more?
Sorry,
25,
I
25%.
brain that for a few seconds and I'm like trying to understand it. Yeah, Dragon is just better.
Axe is the best. Axe is value. Gives you things like
You know, says no buybacks.
and Brew Panda actually
the tower. There's a DD on TA. That's a huge thing. That's the reason they
demolished as
are
well.
forcing it.
Earth Panda does 270 damage per auto attack on buildings. Like, that's a really big one. Song of the Sun comes out. Force
Full
everyone
commit on the
back.
TA. Let's see if they can make it.
Dire's Ancient is under
Great catch again by Move coming through, but is it going to be enough coming in? Collapse with the drums. It's trying to heal himself up in the process. Yatu's actually hunting here. The disarm
They're going throw.
But they're finishing the base graphic. Do they have enough damage is the question. There is no brew split to clear it up, and it seems that's not going to be the case. But a buyback actually from Chidori. This is getting very scary. He's just going to try and dive. They have a fortification on Team Spirit. They could possibly use this as a bait.
Yeah, they're fully committing this on SMG. They probably still get the win, but is that required?
They're giving their opponents a win condition here.
You give a win condition. You kill the TA. You put totally back in the game. You might win the game straight away. I mean, I get they have the DD. It's like, oh, it's a great timing to force it, but why you just don't get every single resource available in the map for you? If Team Spirit leaves base, you kill this guy that's leaving base, you get the next Roche. This buyback. You don't need a TA buyback.
Yeah, especially considering they stopped fighting, so it was really complete.
Yeah. Regen, Arcane on Storm. That's the... Okay, Regen's gonna be up,
They have a
but
double
Arcane
win
on Storm.
on top and the Tormentor as well on SMG. Like, just grab that while you wait. Just send TA there, let him solo it quickly, some chisel. Because this is an interesting move at least. If they get, because TA or Storm will get the shot. Gonna get jumped here. Great catch by Moon, a 4-9 catch. Thrown out onto Chidori. Yaturo's Song of Siren is
Sword already used.
There is going to be a jump onto mid one. Can he get his ulti off? He gets healed up just enough to stay alive. And the huge split comes out. The Song of the Siren that was stolen. They're going to focus down the engine. Oh, the song is off. Oh, this is such a huge steal. Can they get it off? Nice disarm onto Chidori to keep it going, but there's the fortification. They're focusing it down as much as they possibly can. They keep the Naga controlled.
Venom
After sacrificing his life, right click, finish it off, and SMG take the win. Big win coming out for SMG to give them still a chance here at the ESL Berlin tournament. But